Good evening, everyone. Dear students, in our last lecture, we derived the relation for radius of Bohr's orbit using same expression. We have to make some remark and we have to obtain some expressions like for velocity of electron moving in circular orbit, angular velocity, frequency. These are the concepts which are used to solve the number of problems in different MCQ exams. So let us start. In last lecture, we obtained the relation for radius of electron in Bohr's orbit. It is equal to epsilon naught h square n square divided by pi m e square, and here it was z. Using this we can write our n is directly proportional to n square. Also radius of Bohr's orbit, any orbit we can say, it is equal to r1 into n square. So this is an important relation. Using this relation means we can use this radius in another relation. We can obtain expression for velocity of electron in Bohr's orbit. So let us see. Velocity of electron. So we have, by second postulate, of Bohr's theory, it is mvr is equal to n into h by 2 pi. Using this relation, we can write for velocity v is equal to n into h by 2 pi m and r. Use this radius of Bohr's orbit in this relation. We can write velocity is equal to here n into h divided by 2 pi m into this radius is pi m e square, here z divided by epsilon naught h square and n square. So finally we can write here this velocity as v equal to, here 1 pi get cancel, m get cancel, 1 n h get cancel. So remaining part is here only z, here e square divided by, here it is 2 epsilon naught h and n. So it is clear that this velocity of electron in Bohr's orbit v is inversely proportional to principal quantum number. V is proportional to n, inversely proportional to principal quantum number. So in general, Vn can be written as V1 by n. So this is expression for velocity of electron in Bohr's orbit. So radius of electron in Bohr's orbit, it is directly proportional to square of principal quantum number. Using second postulate suggested by Bohr, angular momentum is equal to integer multiple of h by 2 pi. We can write for velocity using the radius expression for radius. Finally velocity is equal to z into e square, where z is atomic number for any different elements other than hydrogen. For hydrogen atom, the Z equal to 1. So if we consider velocity of electron in Bohr's orbit, that is hydrogen orbit, it will be only V is equal to E square upon 2 epsilon naught H and N. Here Z for hydrogen atom is 1, E is constant, epsilon naught H is constant. So velocity of electron in Bohr's orbit is inversely proportional to principal quantum number. Now using this relation, we can write expression for angular velocity and frequency. We have V is equal to R omega in circular motion. Therefore, omega can be written as V by R. Use here V and R. Therefore, you can write omega is equal to, this velocity is Z into E square divided by 2 epsilon naught H and N. What about radius? This radius we can write here pi m E square into Z divided by, it is epsilon naught H square and N square. After solving this, we can write for omega, it is equal to, see here carefully, here here it is Z square, then here pi as it is, E square, so Z pi m e to the power 4 divided by, what is a denominator? See here, it is 2 as it is, here epsilon naught square H cube also N cube, means this omega is inversely proportional to cube of principal quantum number. So it is clear that angular velocity of electron in atom around the nucleus is inversely proportional to cube of its orbital principal quantum number. So here it is cube of principal quantum number. So radius is directly proportional to square of principal quantum number. Linear velocity is inversely proportional to principal quantum number, and angular velocity is inversely proportional to cube of principal quantum number. Using same, we can write for time period of electron in Bohr's orbit. Now capital T is equal to 2 pi by omega. Here it is omega, so we can write capital T is equal to 2 pi into omega, here 2 epsilon naught square H cube N cube divided by, here Z square pi m e to the power 4. So 1 pi get cancel. Here time period can be written as 4 epsilon naught square H cube N cube divided by, here Z m e to the power 4, means time period is directly proportional to cube of principal quantum number. So here time period of revolution of electron in Bohr's orbit is directly proportional to cube of principal quantum number. And finally, frequency of revolution is equal to 1 by capital T. So this frequency can be written as inversely proportional to cube of principal quantum number. So here it is, frequency of revolution. So starting from radius of Bohr's orbit, which is equal to epsilon naught h square n square upon pi m e square into z. It is directly proportional to n square. You can write Rn for any orbit. It is equal to radius of that orbit, first orbit, into square of principal quantum number, whatever it may be, first, second, so on. We can write expression for velocity of electron by second postulate. Angular momentum is equal to n into h by 2 pi. Velocity can be written like this using expression for radius. We can write velocity equal to z into e square upon 2 epsilon naught h n. Using same relation, it is clear that velocity of electron in Bohr's orbit is inversely proportional to principal quantum number. Again, using the part which we learned in circular motion. So velocity equal to r into omega, where omega is angular velocity, r is radius of circular path. So omega can be written as v by r. And finally, we can write omega equal to z pi m e to the power 4 upon 2 epsilon naught square h cube n cube. And finally, omega is inversely proportional to cube of principal quantum number. Time period of revolution of electron around the nucleus in any atom, it is 2 pi by omega. So finally, T is directly proportional to cube of principal quantum number. And we know that frequency of revolution is the reciprocal of time period, as time period is directly proportional to cube of principal quantum number. So frequency is inversely proportional to cube of principal quantum number. So these are actually remark or extra information which is useful for solving different